I don't know what it is about us British people, people in general, that we have such a terrible relationship with the rain. Obviously, I wouldn't want it to rain every day, but today I've just loved the rain, and I wanted to do. I'm praying to God that my camera don't break, but I wanted to make a video in the rain just to show people what it takes to be dedicated, motivated, and not use the rain as excuses to not go out, meet people, be social, and still enjoy your life. Because at the end of the day, I make a joke, but it's true. Apparently 70% of the human body, something close to that, is made up of water. So what we're afraid of? Ourselves? Hey guys, I'm going to do a series on social anxiety, social skills and social confidence, because this is the main thing that people struggle with on this channel. And if you know my story, I'm not going to go into all of it now. I've said it before on YouTube. Maybe I'll do it another time again. That was my struggle: social anxiety, social awkwardness, shyness, being introverted, and allowing fear to hold me back. Until obviously I went on a journey for many years and really overcome it and definitely improved it. I don't think you're ever going to completely get rid of social fear. You wouldn't be normal. You need a little bit of social fear to have that respect, and again, that's human. But when you've got uncontrollable amounts of fear that are stopping you from going out of the house, making friends, getting a girlfriend, going on dates, you know, enjoying being around your family, being able just to go into shops and things like that, that's when you need to stay on this video and you need to do something about it. Because what I've learned about social anxiety, it doesn't go away by not facing it. It doesn't go away on its own. You can't just think, oh, I'll just leave it and one day it will just miraculously go away. It doesn't work like that. Building social skills is no different to going to the gym. It's a muscle. If you don't work it, it deteriorates. So social skills isn't a given. I think a lot of people don't value social skills, which is why I want to educate people through this video series, because I didn't value them as much when I was younger until I went through certain experiences and I saw the value, I experienced it. And the value can come in the form of having an amazing connection and making a great friend, and then realizing, oh my God, I never would have made this friend if I didn't become fearless, come out my comfort zone, and go to hell and back, go through all these trials and tribulations, all these social struggles, all these situations that felt uncomfortable, unpleasant and awkward. I wouldn't be here now. So we're going to cover many different things in this video. I don't need a clipboard or a chart or to rehearse, because I've got all the experience, so I can just communicate and have a nice conversation with you, something natural on this video rather than something that feels just too robotic. There's too many videos like that on YouTube. I'm not knocking them. Some of them are good, but it gets boring after a while. It's not really my style. And if I'm being honest, the skill that I'm demonstrating today and showing you, this is the skill you need to get better with people. This is the skill. And what is this skill? The skill is Navy SEAL. Do I look like a Navy SEAL today in my green t-shirt? Let me know in the box below, and we're doing it in the rain. I hope it doesn't break my camera. If it does, this will be the last video for a while. So the skill is improvisation. That's what everybody wants, and that's what people fear. Most of you write to me and you tell me, I'm afraid that I'm going to have an awkward silence. And that fear comes from lacking the confidence that you'll be able to come up with something to say and keep the conversation going with that person so it doesn't become awkward. And then it's an awkward, awkward in the silence, the uncomfortable silence, or the long silence, or, making eye contact and then freezing like a deer at the headlights. So you need to practice. But the thing that everyone's afraid of, I've said in my last video, people are afraid of practicing because they don't want to go through failures, mishaps, uncomfortable emotions. They don't want to get embarrassed. But unfortunately, if you're not willing to go through that, then you will not come out the other side. You won't overcome your social anxiety. Your people skills won't improve. Your people skills will not improve by sitting in your bedroom. I really mean that, or avoiding people, or not taking the tube, or not going out. And listen, I understand more than anyone, same as all of you do, because I had this fear really bad, and I've battled it pretty much most of my life to get to a point of having confidence, social skills and experience. So the good thing is all of you can do this 100%. You can all build it. So how do you get good at building your social skills with people? Well, you have to want to do it. I will say that if you haven't got the desire and you haven't got the passion and you don't make it a goal and a habit, then it's not going to improve. So it's really about changing your mindset, not allowing your mind to tell you that it's going to be boring, it's going to be very horrible, because it doesn't have to be. It can actually be really enjoyable, meeting new people, talking to people. And I think sometimes you've got to go through running out of things to say so you can learn from it and grow from it and be less intimidated and afraid, because sometimes you just got to go through that humiliation, and nobody else is really humiliating you. It's your own demons. It's your own, feelings about yourself and the conversation. So it's going through that again and again, which will help you to overcome it. So it's practice. So you get good social skills by practicing, and you overcome awkward silences, awkward situations, getting flustered, being stuck in your head, feeling self-conscious. And it's really about concentration. Because when people get anxious and nervous and they start focusing on themselves and, oh, is that person judging me? Or, some of you said you don't like people watching you. I had that phobia too. Well, if you concentrate and you look at that person and you engage and you listen and you focus on what they're saying, and you get to that point where you're both present, you both get out of your head and in the body, because it's a two-way thing. It's not like you're the only person in the world who has these insecurities. Many other people do, unless they've practiced. So you're only as good as you socialize, which is you're only as good as you practice, and that's about building momentum. So the mistake that everybody makes is they take really long breaks away from socializing. All the problems come down to not socializing enough. So the question is, how can you motivate and get yourself to socialize more? And when opportunities come up to meet someone new, or to go to a social meetup, or to meet family, or to go on a date, you got to take it with both hands. You have to push yourself, because if you don't, nothing's going to change, and then you're going to be depressed. You're going to stay depressed, and you're getting older and older, and those skills are not changing. You really do want to improve social skills with age. I really do think the older you get, the more experiences you should gather, and the better your social skills should be. Not because, someone older is better than someone younger, or the other way around. No, because you've had more experience in life, you've had more time. Time's everything with all this stuff. So motivation is the key. And you have to know the consequences of avoiding social situations and putting it off because of fear. And the consequences are terrible mental health, depression, anxiety, loneliness, as you guys already know, and girls, whoever's listening. So know the bad consequences, know the good consequences. Okay, I got a question from Starlight, one of the YouTube followers, which was really good. And your question was, how do you overcome being stuck in your head and feeling awkward and self-conscious in social situations? So I'm going to do a lot of videos on social anxiety and social skills and social confidence, because I don't think enough people realise how much value there is in having good social skills and improving your social skills all the time. Because I honestly believe if you're confident in your social skills, yeah, you might have some social anxiety, because that's normal to have some if you're meeting new people and you're going into different social situations, groups and things like that. But you're going to have a lot more confidence, because once you get talking to people, you know how to listen, you know how to conduct yourself, you know how to be respectful, you know how to connect with people, you know how to ask the right questions, you know how to keep a conversation going. You're confident that you're not going to have long, awkward silences with people, because you'll always think of something to say. And that confidence comes from one thing only, and that's practice. Yeah, some people are born and they've got naturally better social skills than others, because some people are brought up different. Their parents might have taught them, their parents might have had better social skills, they might have better schooling, or they might just be more outgoing. But it doesn't matter how insecure you are, how much social anxiety you have, you can always improve your social skills from today. And you can get them up to scratch, and you can catch up to speed with other people. But the best thing to do is not to compare yourself to other people. Compare yourself, to how you are today and how you can improve in 6 months' time. So hit that subscribe button if you want to learn how to overcome your social anxiety and improve your social skills. So what is good social skills? Well, I'll break it down in my understanding. For me, first of all, it's respecting people. It's treating people how you want to be treated. Most people wouldn't think of this, or they'd undervalue it. They'd think social skills is coming up with really interesting things to say, and that's a part of it. But if you don't have respect for people, if you don't treat people the way you want to be treated, then people are not going to like you. They're not going to want to speak to you, and that's going to create an uncomfortable feeling. So my philosophy, or my values rather, are always treat people how I want to be treated if I'm in a conversation or I'm meeting new people. So it's important to have empathy. That already puts you in a good place. And as you know, it's not always about the words that you say. It's more about the emotions that you convey and how you feel about, things that you're saying to someone. So another tip, right? This is what happens. When you first go into a social situation and you get awkward, or there's an awkward silence, or you can't think of what to say, or you panic, or you stutter, yeah, you're going to come away and yeah, you're going to beat yourself up. That's human nature until you build more confidence. But the next time you're in that situation, your mind, your body, you're going to remember. You're going to go, okay, I've been through this again, and you should naturally do a little bit better. And that's the motivation to keep going. That's what I learned along my journey with all this. And I made every mistake you could pretty much make with getting awkward, giving public talks, drying up, getting nervous. But because I stuck at it, I got really good. And the same with speaking in front of the camera, doing videos when I first started. So you have to understand, you can't skip the learning curve. That's what everyone wants to do. You cannot compare yourself to me or someone else. You've got to compare yourself to yourself, where you are now and where you're going to get to through practice. So the quicker you practice, the quicker your social skills are going to come, and the quicker the social anxiety is going to start going away, and the quicker the social confidence is going to come. Once the confidence starts coming and the social skills, you're going to want to go into social situations now. You're going to be excited about going into them because you enjoy them. You have the confidence. The confidence gives you that joy. It gives you that self-confidence and ability and belief in yourself that you can be with someone and converse with them and be able to control your anxiety. Another tip, which is one of the best ones for getting you over the fear of meeting new people, is meet with people that you've got something in common with to begin with. And that makes it so much easier, because even if it's awkward, you're still both going to have a common topic of interest. So whatever it is, if it's movies, if you both like the film RoboCop, you can talk about that. If it's music, if it's travel, if it's personal development, self-improvement, if it's photography, filmmaking, if it's fitness, exercise, weight training, sports. It's much easier to meet someone when you're socially anxious and you're afraid of getting awkward, when you know that they like the same things as you, because you already know what you're going to talk about. You already know a lot about them, rather than going into a situation where you don't know anything about someone. And that's another fear that you can face when you've built up more confidence. So I'd advise people that are really anxious and afraid of getting awkward and awkward silences to meet up with people that have got some common interest as you have. So I hope you enjoyed the video today. I'm going to continue enjoying the rain. Like, share, comment in the box below if you've got any more questions about social skills, social confidence. And in this series, I'm going to do more videos, anything I've missed out on, because I've got loads of experience on this. I didn't want to put so much in one video it would overwhelm people, all right? And remember, become fearless.